And while we have our scholar, one of our scholars on here, the research minister, want to get his expert opinion on this. Brother Demetric, I know you're familiar with the work that our sister's doing, the restoration and all that she talked about. From a historian standpoint, from a scholarly standpoint, what do you see as the significance of this work that our sister is doing with the Sajda House?
You know, brother student minister Willie, words can't really describe, listening to my sister, just the great joy and the great pride and love that I feel for the work that she has done, because I see in it a reflection of the spirit of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, because what our sister is doing with the building and the construction materials and the purification of copper to be made into coins is a wonderful reflection of what the minister has done with people. And I think that the work that our sister is doing, it not only has extraordinary historical significance, but it has deep spiritual significance. And my mind goes to one of the Psalms. I don't remember the number right offhand, but it talks about that it is one thing that I desire of the Lord, and that one thing should I seek for, that is to dwell within his house and to inquire within his temple and to behold the beauty of my beautiful Savior. And so the physical home of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is a symbol of the spiritual home that he is for the Spirit of God. And I believe that what our sister is doing, just from a historical perspective, is important, because as a student and helper of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, and as a registered believer in the Nation of Islam, the work of Sister Sajda is a part of what I believe is a larger work of those of us who are inside the Nation of Islam, taking control and ownership of our own history, of our own narrative. Too many times there are those outside of the nation who like to interpret the nation for the world. There are those outside the nation who go around and pretend to be experts on the nation. And many times these individuals, many of whom are in academia and in universities as professors, they even are so bold as to interfere with the minister and his students having arenas and opportunities to tell our own story and to be in control of our own narrative. So I think that what our sister is doing is a bold move, is a necessary move, and I see it as the beginning of a movement where at a certain point in time, that if you want to know about the Nation of Islam, you will have to come to the Nation of Islam, just like you do with the Mormons. There is no such thing as experts on the Mormon religion and the Mormon faith outside the Mormon religion and the Mormon faith. If you want to know about Brigham Young and Joseph Smith and that movement and what they've done in Utah, you have to go through them to get it. And it is a part of my desire to see that kind of respected relationship where the Nation of Islam is concerned. So I see the work of our sister as very, very vital in that regard.